Yo no creo que haya un traficante.
I'm more powerful than any trafficker in the history of Mexico. I like shit. I like this guy. This guy knew what he wanted, man. He was bold, he was audacious. Man.
Today, we're counting down our picks for the top 10 craziest things Miguel Ángel Félix Gallardo has
Oh
done.
man, this guy not even
The most unbelievable, violent, and notorious things that drug lord Miguel Ángel Félix Gallardo has done throughout his life. 10. Starting the Guadalajara.
Yes, so I swear that, man. The first idea he had, he gave to his boss. You know, say, okay, we're going to come to Guadalajara and make an agreement with the guys there. This was when we always thought that the guy was a good guy, but he was actually a blood-sucking demon.
Cartel. The roots of the Guadalajara cartel are quite interesting indeed. Gallardo attempted a straight life as a young man, studying business in college and working.
Abio, like really, he was a good guy before. Like he was. See now, you see, this is how it started. Like I kind of really like this show because man, it actually shows that everything you do in this life, is an idea, and everything you do is a vision. What vision you see in your head, you bring it to life, man. Guy, he was a good guy. He went to business school. Wasn't even a cop. He tried, but it wasn't working.
Working for Mexico's federal judicial police. However, he quickly fell for the allure of crime and started mingling with rich drug traffickers.
¿Sabes por qué me metí el narcotráfico?
Do you know why trafficking appealed to him? Why?
Porque llegaban los narcotraficantes.
Because the traffickers got the best girls. See, people do not understand this thing that in life, you must choose the life you want to live. You must make that step. You cannot begin to imagine it. This guy, they make it happen like crazy. They are the best girls.
Traían los mejores caballos. Traían el cinto piteado.
Nice belt. Who said you had nice belt? If it's you now, won't you go and do? If you don't get mine, you won't do now.
He worked under drug lord Pedro Aviles Perez, helping to arrange corruption deals with state officials. However, Perez was later killed in a shootout with the police, leaving a power vacuum within the organization. Gallardo took over with some partners and relocated
That was not like sound like a different story, kind of.
the operation from Sinaloa to Guadalajara. And with this, the world-famous Guadalajara cartel was born. Number 9.
World famous, man. So the real life story and the story in the show was a bit different, like how he became, because he actually came to Guadalajara to actually start planting the drugs there. And they actually planted these drugs there in a desert. They found water. They made sure they found water. They even went to university geologists. Say, guy, come and help us look for water in this desert.
Monopolizing the drug trade. If there's one thing Gallardo was
So this is a real guy. Ha! My guy. Brain.
it was running a cartel. His intelligence
I was born in 1946. I will turn 76 soon. No, the guy I get brain. Guy has mad brain.
and business acumen are undeniable.
Man, his ears gone. He has like oxygen tank. Man, his hand is broken. He's on a wheelchair. Right, all this is crazy. But guy, you live a good life, man.
And he was quickly able to monopolize his country's illegal drug trade. He
His eyes is busted though. Looks like they busted one of his eyes though.
mostly did so by allying with Colombia's cartels and smuggling their
See when he went to go and meet Pablo Escobar, man. As the guy always looked like he was always so scared, but he was even more vicious than this vicious Colombians. The Colombians always come like like tigers. Oh there. Snake. See this guy. But everybody he came to meet there, he planned to be bigger than them. I was always missing big people. But every big man he meets, he will now become your boss. If he meets you, you escort him. Even a policeman, you bully him. When he starts giving you money, he now becomes your boss.
into America. They were able to finagle massive profits from the deal, and it's estimated that the cartel was bringing in upwards of $5 billion on an annual basis. They also operated massive marijuana plantations, essentially taking complete control of the pot and narcotics operations in Mexico.
$5 billion, man. Damn, man. themselves the only people that produce sport, man, guy.
If drugs came from there, chances are they were handled by Gallardo's Guadalajara cartel. Number 8. Establishing a massive trafficking network. The Colombian cartels trusted
No, like this guy just knew how to get everybody, no matter where you are, no matter how far you are. He brought you.
Guadalajara because they had established an excellent trafficking network that was essentially cop-proof. The authorities were bearing down on the Colombians' drug routes.
No, guy, but they used to confuse the cops when they're moving stuff. Cops to look, they are looking, no, but they're not seeing anything. They're looking, no, but they're not seeing anything.
Through a man named Juan Mata Ballesteros. Mata and the Guadalajara cartel were successful in smuggling drugs into America, and they did so through unpatrolled routes and corruption.
Yeah, he's saying he's going to buy new trucks for the upcoming harvest.
The cartel had ties with the DFS, the Mexican Federal Security Directorate, and the intelligence agency turned a blind eye to the smuggling. In fact,
as in the DEA, then they didn't have any levels at all, man, but it was Kiki.
Of all time, Medellin
Medellin cartel. This is like Mexico. I think it was season 3 or so. No, Mexico on his own. No, Narcos on his own.
Was both a smuggling and terrorist organization that brought in upwards of $16 million
Smuggling and terrorists, man, guy.
per day.
So now, guys, you see this scene that's giving this guy new clothes. Pablo Escobar was wicked. He was seizing guy as a suicide bomber. Give him money, like they're going to help him everything. They just went and kill the boy. And kill everybody in the plane. It was a plane. Suicide bombing told him
That was mostly just an excuse to get Wagner Moura back.
Plata.
oh yeah, but this guy, I really like this guy's acting, man.
O plomo.
Plata or plomo. This was when he used to just smuggle. This is Pablo Escobar when he just smuggled normal electronics, so you know. But he always had guts, because even at the border, he's asking the security border agents, man, do you want money or you want bullets?
Number 6, running an $8 billion pawn.
That's like the farm, man. The farm was humongous. It was like more than 10. It was the farm was endless. $8 billion pot farm.
We mentioned before that the Guadalajara cartel.
This was the guy. This was the guy that did the weed, man. No, he did the weed, planted. This was his scientist, the brain in his business.
Operated massive pot farms, and let us reiterate, these were
like massive pot farms. I swear down, they're crazy.
Were massive pot farms. Perhaps the most famous was Rancho Buffalo, which was located in the northern state of Chihuahua. This was an enormous plantation spanning 2,500 acres and bringing in annual profits of
2,500. You know, like, man, no. Brain! So
$8 billion.
Carl Quintero had built the greatest weed farm in the history of modern agriculture, perfectly engineered to maximize profit.
This plantation was able to operate under the protection of the DFS, the same intelligence agency that turned a blind eye to the cartel smuggling operation.
It's Narcos, Mexico, and thank me later, man. I was telling my wife the other day that every scene is like an action scene. Like every scene is well thought. There's purpose inside every scene. It's crazy.
To say they were corrupt is a bit of an understatement. As prosperous as Rancho Buffalo was, it was eventually burned to the ground by the DEA. Unfortunately, this act would have dire consequences.
There were stories of people hundreds of miles away feeling a little funny that afternoon.
And what big man do, what small man do is very different. They see life differently. They move big things.
Invited me to participate in a meeting.
Some people's life, I find that some of our lives is just what are we going to eat today? What are we going to wear today? What are we going to watch today? You know, we don't move the needle of the world.
Portillo did little, and his administration has long been criticized for being corrupt. All this
All these men, guy. They're all cartel people, man.
allowed Gallardo and his cartel to work unimpeded, and it speaks quite highly to Gallardo's power. Eat control over the country's corruption. When he was finally arrested in 1989,
No. Like, the guy was too much, man. You see the guy?
the entire house of cards came crumbling down.
Damn!
Corruption was revealed for the
You're the real guy. See how long ago he has. See how long he was in jail. Still in jail.
world to see, and it was messy. Over
Damn.
100 police officers deserted Mexico immediately
Yeah! As in, everybody run.
after Gallardo was arrested, fearing retribution.
Exceptional stuff, Special Agent. My goodness, exceptional.
Chiefs of municipal and state
But all these guys said they're worried them, man. They're worried. They brought them down finally, Sha.
police were thrown into prison, and the house of Sinaloa's public security director was seized. Virtually all levels of authority were corrupt, going all the way up to the federal level. As the state's judicial police would later say, the police body was completely infiltrated by narcos.